Have you ever wondered why fasting feels harder the more water you drink? You're doing everything right. You skip your meals, you stay hydrated, and you tell yourself, I'm cleansing my body. Yet somehow your energy crashes, your focus fades, and hunger hits harder than before. You start thinking, am I doing something wrong? Let's pause for a second. The ancient Stoics believed in discipline through awareness, not through suffering. Fasting, they said, wasn't meant to punish the body. It was meant to free the mind. But when you fast the wrong way, even something as pure as water can become your enemy. Here's the truth. Water isn't bad. But timing, quantity, and mineral balance are everything. Most people chug water constantly during a fast, thinking it helps suppress hunger. But what actually happens is the opposite. Too much water flushes out your electrolytes, sodium, magnesium, potassium. When these drop, your brain feels foggy, your body feels weak, and your hunger skyrockets. It's not hunger for food. It's your body begging for balance. You see, fasting lowers insulin and glycogen levels. That means your body releases water and salt naturally. When you then drink excessive plain water, it washes out what little minerals remain. This creates a stress response. Your body starts craving comfort and energy. And guess what the fastest source of energy is? Food. So you end up breaking your fast early, not because you lack willpower, but because your body's internal chemistry has turned against you. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." But mastery isn't about resisting thirst, it's about understanding it. So if you're struggling with fasting, maybe it's not your discipline that's weak, maybe your approach is. In this chapter, we'll uncover how water, the most innocent element, can make fasting harder, and how to use it wisely to make fasting effortless. But first, understand this. Your body is an orchestra of chemistry. Every sip of water you take changes the rhythm slightly. Drink too little, and dehydration causes fatigue. Drink too much, and your electrolytes scatter like broken strings. Balance. That's where the magic of fasting truly begins. When you fast, your body shifts from burning sugar to burning fat. That transition demands minerals to transport energy efficiently. Without them, even the cleanest water can make you feel miserable. And this is why ancient philosophers fasted differently. They didn't just avoid food. They respected rhythm, eating, drinking, and resting in harmony with nature. So if water is making your fast harder, it's not because fasting doesn't work. It's because you're missing the Stoic balance between what your mind wants and what your body needs. If water can make fasting harder, then what's the right way? The answer lies not in drinking less, but in drinking wisely. The Stoics taught us that moderation is mastery, and nowhere is this truer than in fasting. They didn't count calories or obsess over hydration charts. They observed their body, listened to its whispers before it began to scream. So here's what modern science and ancient wisdom both agree on. You don't need more water. You need mineral balance. When you fast, your body is losing sodium, potassium, and magnesium through urine and sweat. Without these, your nervous system can't fire signals properly. You'll feel weak, dizzy, and emotionally unstable. But with proper mineral support, fasting becomes almost effortless. Here's what you can do instead. Start your fast with balance, not emptiness. Before beginning your fast, drink 1 glass of water mixed with a pinch of sea salt or Himalayan salt. This small act stabilizes your electrolytes and prevents the flush effect that plain water causes. Think of it as armoring your body before stepping into the battlefield of hunger. Drink only when your body asks, not out of habit. Constant sipping is a modern reflex, not a human need. The Stoics believed in restraint even in comfort. When your mouth feels dry, take a measured sip. Don't flood yourself. Hydration is not about drowning thirst, it's about restoring equilibrium. Avoid drinking cold water. During a fast, cold water shocks the digestive system and forces the body to use energy to warm it. This subtle stress can make fasting feel more tiring. Instead, choose room temperature or slightly warm water. It soothes the stomach and keeps your internal energy steady. Add electrolytes or mineral drops if you're fasting long-term. A simple mix of water, salt, and magnesium powder can work wonders. Remember, you're not breaking your fast by adding minerals, you're supporting it. What breaks a fast is not minerals, but calories and insulin response. Drink mindfully, don't gulp, sip slowly. Let every drink remind you of discipline. Imagine each sip as a Stoic ritual, simple, calm, and intentional. The point is not to fight thirst, but to understand it. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What stands in the way becomes the way." If thirst stands in your way, let it teach you awareness. When you pause before reaching for water, you break free from automatic habits. That's when fasting becomes something deeper, a meditation on control, not deprivation. When you fast the Stoic way, your body learns to adapt, your mind learns to focus, and hunger stops feeling like an enemy. Because in truth, fasting is not about denying yourself, it's about discovering what you truly need. So the next time you fast, remember this simple rule. It's not the water that makes fasting harder, it's the lack of balance. Add minerals. Drink consciously and stop overhydrating. In time, you'll notice something remarkable. Your energy will rise, your mind will clear, and your cravings will fade. That's the hidden secret the ancients already knew. When you master your thirst, you master your body. And when you master your body, you master your will. Fasting isn't just about skipping food. It's about shifting the body's entire chemistry from storage mode to survival mode. And in that transition, water plays a surprisingly complex role. Let's start with what actually happens when you stop eating. Your insulin levels drop. Your glycogen, the stored form of sugar in your liver and muscles, starts breaking down. For every gram of glycogen your body burns, it releases about 3 grams of water. That means in the first 24 hours of fasting, you're already losing liters of water without realizing it. Now, here's where the problem begins. As that water leaves your system, it takes electrolytes with it: sodium, potassium, magnesium. These tiny minerals are like electrical sparks that keep your muscles contracting, your heart beating, and your brain sharp. When they drop too low, your cells can't communicate properly. That's when you start feeling dizzy, irritable, and drained. Most people respond by chugging more plain water. It feels natural, even healthy. But here's the twist: too much plain water dilutes the little electrolytes you have left. It's like pouring water into a soup until all the flavor disappears. You might feel hydrated for a moment, but internally, your body is starving for minerals. The result? You feel even hungrier, even more tired, even more unfocused. It's not your willpower that failed. It's your electrolyte balance that collapsed. This is why modern fasting advice often feels confusing. Some say, drink as much as you can, while others say, don't drink at all. The truth lies, as always, in balance. The Stoics understood this intuitively, centuries before modern science confirmed it. They observed that comfort weakens discipline, and excess, even of a good thing, creates imbalance. Seneca wrote, "Nothing is so ruinous to the health as to be idle, and nothing so certain a sign of a weak mind as to live in luxury." In the context of fasting, luxury isn't just about food, it's about overindulgence. Even with water, drinking mindlessly to feel safe is the same habit that keeps us dependent on constant comfort. True strength comes from measured restraint. So, what happens when you stop flooding your body with water? Your kidneys begin to restore mineral levels naturally. Your hormones, like aldosterone and vasopressin, rebalance fluid retention. Your body becomes efficient, recycling and conserving electrolytes intelligently. That's the biological version of Stoicism. Efficiency born from discipline. It's fascinating. When you give your body less, it learns to do more with what it has. Cells become more resilient. Mitochondria, your energy factories, work harder. And mental clarity increases. That's why seasoned fasters often report a sense of peace and alertness after the initial struggle. Their systems have adapted. Their minds have followed. But here's the catch. This adaptation only happens if you fast smart. If you overdrink, you interrupt that process. You keep flushing minerals, forcing your body to chase equilibrium instead of finding it. That's why the Stoic principle of moderation in all things fits fasting perfectly. In other words, water isn't your enemy. Excess is. In the next part, we'll uncover the exact science-backed method to hydrate during fasting. the mineral ratios, ideal water timing, and how to train your body to feel light, focused, and powerful even without food. Because when you understand your body's rhythm, fasting stops being a fight and becomes a form of freedom. By now, you understand the science behind why too much water can sabotage your fast. Your body doesn't just need hydration, it needs electrolyte harmony. And when you master that, fasting transforms from a daily challenge into a quiet form of strength. Let's go step by step through the Stoic Hydration Blueprint, a system based on balance, awareness, and mastery. Step 1. Begin your fast with intention, not impulse. Most people rush into fasting. They wake up, skip breakfast, and grab a huge glass of water to stay full. But that's emotion, not logic. Instead, before your fast, sit quietly for 1 minute. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, I am not depriving myself. I am disciplining myself. Then drink 1 glass of mineralized water. Just a pinch of sea salt or Himalayan salt is enough. This simple act sends a signal to your body. Balance first, hunger later. The Stoics began their mornings with clarity rituals, journaling, silence, or cold exposure. You can add this hydration ritual to that list. It grounds you, stabilizes your electrolytes, and sets the tone for the fast ahead. Step 2. Time your water. Drink when you transition, not constantly during fasting. Your body goes through phases: glycogen depletion, fat adaptation, ketone production. Each stage demands different water needs. Morning, 0 to 6 hours. You already have hydration from the night. Don't overdrink. Sip slowly. Midday, 6-16 hours. Take small, mineralized sips if you feel sluggish or lightheaded. Evening, 16+ hours. Drink lightly before bed. Never flood your system at night. This rhythm trains your body to self-regulate. Remember, true hydration is timing, plus minerals, not quantity. Step 3. Use electrolytes. Wisely, you don't need expensive supplements, you just need simplicity. Mix your own fasting drink. Liter of water, 4 teaspoons sea salt and soy. Pinch of potassium chloride, optional, from salt substitutes. A dash of magnesium citrate or powder. This blend supports your nerves, muscles, and mind. It keeps you alert without triggering digestion or breaking your fast. And yes, it's completely Stoic friendly. No luxury, no indulgence, just nature and necessity in harmony. Step 4. Stop obsessing over thirst. Here's the paradox. The more you chase comfort, the more discomfort you create. If you obsess over water, you'll always feel dry. If you observe thirst calmly, it will pass. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, if you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your judgment about it. Thirst, like hunger, is temporary. It rises, peaks, and fades. When you learn to watch it instead of obey it, you reach a level of discipline that no diet can teach. Fasting, at its core, is not about food. It's about freedom from attachment. When you detach from water excess, you begin to trust your body's signals. That's when fasting becomes peaceful, not painful. Step 5. Refeed the Stoic way. When your fast ends, don't rush to guzzle water or devour food. Break your fast like a philosopher, not a hungry animal. Start with a few sips of warm water mixed with salt and lemon. Wait 5 minutes, then eat something clean, protein, good fats, and simple vegetables. This slow reintroduction rebalances your system and prevents shock. Your body has worked hard to reach inner balance. Don't destroy it in a single moment of impatience. Final Stoic lesson: discipline over desire. Fasting, like Stoicism, is not a challenge against your body. It's a training of your mind. When you learn how to hydrate with awareness, you remove one of the biggest sources of fasting fatigue. You stop fighting your body and start working with it. So remember, don't overdrink. Add minerals. Listen to your body, not your habits. Treat every sip as a practice of mindfulness. In time, fasting becomes effortless. Your energy rises, your emotions stabilize, and your thoughts sharpen. You stop seeing fasting as restriction and start seeing it as rebirth through control. Because mastery doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing enough. And that, my friend, is the Stoic way to fast without struggle.